Good evening and welcome to the Northside Education Foundation's 25th Anniversary Gala themed Passport to the Future. I'm so excited about tonight. It is time to party in place a little differently. We've never done it like this before, but tonight is very exciting because we are going to announce the newest Northside Pillars of Character. Good evening once again. My name is Chuck Carreau. I'm a proud past pillar of character, and I'm happy to be back this evening as your MC, especially because tonight we're celebrating 25 years of the Northside Education Foundation. You're going to be very, very happy that you tuned in today. Now, a pandemic may be keeping us apart, but it is not. I repeat, it is not going to stop school districts and education foundations that are a part of the health and wellness of those districts from supporting educators and students. And that is what tonight is all about. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here tonight and a part of that tremendous effort. You'll have plenty of opportunities to help and maybe have a little bit of fun while you're at it. So sit back, relax, get yourself a cocktail, and get ready for the show. Now, a big thank you to our platinum sponsor, Rabba Kistner, and all of our sponsors. Now, we realize that these are challenging times, so thank you for digging deep, being creative, looking outside the box, and finding a way to support us. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We greatly appreciate you. And since this is a gala, and since I'm the MC, I'm going to say cheers, a toast to all of our sponsors. It's okay, you can drink, you're at home, you're not driving. All right, now, this next hour, you're going to enjoy food, obviously drinks, good company, student performances, we're going to play trivia, and we're going to meet our 2020 Pillars of Character and more. Like I said, it's going to be a great night. You'll also may have noticed an interactive tool just below your video window. This is Meeting Pulse. Now, you're going to want to get this. You need this to experience tonight to the fullest. This is going to allow you to engage. We recommend, rather, that you use your smartphone or another device and open up meet.ps/NEF to engage with us. We want this to be a two-way dialogue. We want to work with you here and have a lot of fun. Now, using this tool, you can have fun posting your kid-friendly gala photos. You can test your NEF history knowledge during our trivia game. And I think there might even be an option on there to mark yourself safe from election ads. Womp, womp, womp. All right, I'm not a comedian, but we're trying to have a lot of fun here. You'll also have the opportunity to see some announcements that we're going to share with you. Announcements about the silent and live auctions. Now, the silent auction has been open all week, and the live auction has been opened all day today. So keep an eye on your bids, and please, keep bidding. Remember, this indeed is a fundraiser for the Northside Education Foundation. So tonight, we want to give a big thank you to United Healthcare for being this year's silent auction sponsor and to Joris General Contractors for being the live auction sponsor. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Everyone in this room, all 5 of us, socially distanced, of course, we are ready to get this gala started. I'm happy that you're here today. Now, we can't have a gala without paying tribute to our great nation. That's what we do at the beginning of every gala. So here to do that are students from Northside's Fine Arts Department singing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets of red glare, the bomb bursting in there, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
How about that? How about those students in the fine arts department? Well done. I know that they're watching. I hope they're watching tonight. Well done. I love the drum thing that accentuated that amazing voice right there. Be sure you can let them know that you appreciate that by utilizing Meeting Pulse. That's how you can engage. So let those kids know that you really appreciate what they've done for them. All righty. Right now, I would like to introduce to you the president of the Foundation's Board of Directors. We'd like to hear a word from him. Here is Jerry Lammers.
Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Northside Education Foundation Virtual Pillar of Recognition Gala. Thank you for joining us. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Rava Kistner, and all of our generous sponsors. Thanks also to you, Chuck, for being our host tonight. This year, NEF is celebrating its 25th anniversary of serving as a passport to the future of innovation and education in Northside. On behalf of our board of directors, we're so happy to have community and business leaders and Northside educators, students, and their families at this first ever event to honor this year's outstanding pillars of character. NEF's mission is to provide Northside educators and students the ever-changing resources they need. Events like this gala help generate resources for a variety of district priorities, such as new teacher resource, virtual learning student engagement, evolving teaching and learning tools, classroom and department grants. The business community support is needed now more than ever. Thousands of Northside educators, students, and parents who have started the school year in a pandemic are counting us now and beyond. To the educators and administrators, students, and their parents and family members tonight, know that your foundation is here for you. We can push past this uncertainty together. One way Northside and the foundation already do this is by instilling pillars of character, the core ethical values of Josephson's Institute Character Counts program in kinder and 12th grade curriculum. I'm so excited about NISD graduates being honored here tonight. Thanks to all our pillars for leading by example and coming back to share your success stories. Tonight, we're helping Northside educators better prepare students to be college or career ready and maybe even become pillars of character. Speaking of pillars, let's meet our first one, Lorenzo Gomez III, our pillar of caring. Walking through the halls at Health Careers High School for the first time, Lorenzo saw two students accidentally bump into each other. He watched them apologize to each other and move on. For the newly transferred student, Health Careers High School was like a new world filled with peace, and he was surrounded by teachers and students who would push him to be better. Lorenzo was also first introduced to the world of technology that led him on the world of success and philanthropy. Today, Lorenzo is co-founder and CEO of Geekdom Media, Texas's largest co-worker space, and co-founder of 80/20 Foundation, a philanthropic organization dedicated to investing in the future of San Antonio. He's also a best-selling author. Now let's learn more about him in this video.
So I work in the startup scene in San Antonio, and we're specifically trying to create a tech startup scene in downtown San Antonio. I work with a co-working space called Geekdom, which is where we are today. I'm also part of a private foundation called the 80/20 Foundation, which gives philanthropic charitable dollars to organizations doing entrepreneurship, STEM education, and sort of revitalizing downtown. Health Careers was the first place that I went to as a young man where I felt completely safe. And I remember walking to the cafeteria and seeing Mr. Boyers, our principal, sitting there on a bench and just looking at all the students and smiling. The world that he had helped create was one where students could feel safe and learn. And that was really new to me. And so I feel like my world opened up after that. And what it led to then was me exploring the world again. It prepared me and it showed me that you can't take the easy way out. Active learning is different than reading a book and taking a test. And I learned that first at Health Careers. But the second thing I learned was a principle: who do you surround yourself with? And Health Careers was the very first time where I felt like everyone I met was smarter than me. And health careers was the very first place where who you surrounded yourself with really mattered and ended up shaping the course of my career. Who you choose to pick in your circle will not only does it matter immediately, but it will affect what you do for the next 20 years. I lived a life of fear and anxiety, and Northside meant sort of this recovery redemption, because it's where as a young man I got to reboot. And so it's a special place to me, because when I look at it, I think about how it took in this young man who was wounded and scared and full of anxiety, and through the help of the teachers and the students and the programs, really gave me this fresh start and a fresh mental health perspective. And so I have a very soft spot in my heart for Northside because of that. It goes by so fast. And to look around you right now and start picking the people that you're going to do life with. And I would also say, always remember that the teachers and the faculty, they see your potential, and that everything they do is for your betterment.
So great hearing from Lorenzo Gomez, a great story about adaptability and using storytelling to reach out and help people in the community. Well done, my friend. All right, a great big thank you to Baird Public Finance for being our Pillar of Character sponsor tonight. I'm going to raise that glass once again. Drinking responsibly, of course. All right, now speaking of character, I am thrilled to introduce this next speaker. You're gonna love this story right here. We've all heard about the challenges and opportunities that educators, students, and families are facing during this pandemic. Next up, we're going to hear firsthand, that is, from a first-year teacher. Think about what I just said there. A first-year teacher. Imagine you graduate, you get your teaching certificate, and you go to work, and it's the 2019-2020 season. Talk about pivoting and being adaptable. This is a great story. Please meet David Carr, an English language arts teacher at Stevenson Middle School.
I'm David Carr, and I am a 7th and 8th grade language arts teacher here at Stevenson. I've been here since November of last year, so technically I'm still the first year. I chose to be a teacher because through years of working different jobs, I realized that the population of people that I wanted to teach were right here in the middle school environment. They were kids that were just like me, needing adult help and support, and just really somebody that would give them the respect and admiration they deserve, because that's not something that I had from a lot of my teachers growing up. I don't know if I do push past the uncertainty every single day, but I have to do it for my students. I have to do it for my kiddo at home, and I have to do it for myself. This place is an environment where there is still a little bit of hope, and there's glimmers of happiness when you're interacting with the students, and that's what gets me through a lot of these days right now. Maintaining that joy for interacting with kids, because if you lose that, you're just not going to be successful at this job. One of the nice things about this virtual environment is that we have access to each other's stuff all the time. So if somebody's having a bad day where you weren't able to get all the planning done that you needed to over the weekend, or you just are feeling a little bit down and you just need a little bit of help, you can jump into somebody else's Schoology and just pull something right out of there and use it. And you can collaborate that way. And honestly, my colleagues are just a great group of people to laugh with and also just vent. I need these guys. We're back here in this long hallway. We're in kind of an annex, and everybody back here is very close. So we're really leaning on each other right now, and it's helping. These kids understand what's going on a lot more than people are giving them credit for. They're going through a lot right now. Emotionally, they're seeing the world that they're going to grow up into going a certain way, the way that we're all seeing it. And I think a lot of them are told that they need to just sit back and let the adults deal with it, when we really need to listen to them. They've got good ideas. They've got a mindset that I truly respect. These guys always impress me. So they need respect and attention. Support your teachers. Support the kids. Keep all of us in mind. This is a very hard time, and we're all working tirelessly. I have never seen so much passion and outpouring of love and support from people that I've worked with before. So keep pushing for everybody to get the support and help they need. Keep listening. Happy 25th NEF. Interesting year for a 25th.
As the world changed overnight, you found new ways to make sure I continue to learn.
You found new ways to meet my needs.
New ways to help me express myself.
New ways to help me celebrate my accomplishments.
The world changed, but thankfully you did not. Thank you for what you always do.
And don't you just love that passion and that positivity and the creativity that Mr. Carr has? I think it's amazing, absolutely amazing. And amazing, too, our good friends at First Mark Credit Union for being our new teacher resource sponsor. Cheers to you. All righty. So we just heard from Mr. Carr there, and that's what the Northside Education Foundation is all about. It's helping teachers so that they can help students. So we're going to help Mr. Carr out and his fellow educators right now. Now we are going to wave a fan. Well, no, not that type of fan. FAN stands for Fund a Need, and the need is for money, quite frankly, for the Northside Education Foundation. So this is what we're going to do. And of course, this Fund a Need, this FAN is sponsored by Silber & Associates. And we're going to take the next couple of minutes and try to raise, let's just say, $1,995. Now, that's kind of a random number that I just pulled out of nowhere right there, but it's 1995. That is significant because that is the year, 25 years ago, that the Northside Education Foundation originated. That's when it was started. So we're going to try to raise $1,995. Are you up for it? I think you are. Let's do this together as a community, San Antonio. Let's do it as a community. Now, when I say go, you're going to text NEF FAN. That's NEF FAN. So you'll text NEF FAN to 71777. I'll give you a second to pull out your mobile device. NEF FAN to 71777. And when you do that, you will get a link that you can click on to make the donation. On our gala viewing screen, you'll see the fan support with the names and the amount raised. The goal is to get to $1,995 just in this portion right here. This is our Fund a Need, our fan. You ready? All right, let's do this. We can do this, San Antonio. We can do this for Northside. In 3, 2, 1, go. Now remember, you got to text NEF FAN, NEF FAN, to 71777. You'll get a link, and from that link, you can donate. Now, our goal is $1,995 in the next few minutes, and that money, what does it go to? It goes to teachers like Mr. David Carr that you heard right there. That money is going to help teachers like him to impart knowledge on the next generation, to inspire the next generation, so that we'll have more leaders like the teacher David Carr right there. Your donation will help fund resources for improved student engagement. And that's a word that we hear a lot now in education, engaging in the students. How are we engaging with the students? And there's different ways as the times change. And of course, during these challenging times, we've had to engage with our students very differently. Your donation is going to help fund resources for improved donations or engagement, improved engagement with students. We're asking in this time for you to text NEF FAN to 71777. No donation is too small. If you say, hey, all I can do right now is $10, go ahead and give us $10. We'll take it. It goes a long way. Dig down and spare what you can. If you can give us $10, we'll take $10. But on the flip side, if you can give us $1,000 and bring us closer to that goal, we're not going to turn that away. Would you think about it? Maybe talk to your significant other. Think about it and say, maybe you've got a little bit of extra money left over, and you're like, hey, I think I can fork over $50 to the Northside Education Foundation's Fund a Need. Please do it. Text FAN, NEF FAN to 71777. You will be unearthing innovation such as inspiring more indoor gardens and traveling planetariums. Those are actually projects of the Northside Education Foundation. You can help fund them. We have a need. We need your funds. Help us. Partner with us, would you please? Again, this is what we do. This is what good people do, and I guarantee you, you will feel good. So thank you so much for engaging with us. Again, it's texting NEF FAN to 71777. So we're going to find out where these funds go to, how the funds help the NEF and the Northside Career and College Readiness programs, and they go hand in hand thanks to you. But before we find out a little bit about that, they say that once a fan, you're always a fan. I went to Marshall High School. I was a fan of the Marshall Rams then. I'm a fan now. Well, so just like then, tonight, once you're a fan, you're always a fan. Feel free to keep texting to donate, and we would certainly appreciate that. Think about the kids. Think about the teachers who could use that help. All righty. So don't forget to check your silent and live auctions. You can do that in Meeting Pulse. And we're going to close these auctions out in just a little bit. So we've got some great items up there. Check them out before they're closed. All righty. So we told you that we're going to show you where some of this money goes to, these donations that you give from the generosity from the bottom of your heart. So let's take a look. Enjoy this Northside Career and Technology Education Showcase.
Ready to regale us.
So the book I'm going to do is called Warriors Into the Wild, and it's by Aaron Hunter. The book starts.
I think if I have a crit, maybe try a background that's a little bit darker, because I'm losing the white and the gray a little bit. So maybe a little bit more contrast with the background, but otherwise I can tell it's a lemur, especially with the tail.
I'm gonna hear it and it's gonna go away. And so a little bit of time's gonna pass by. I'm not gonna waste time on the film, but you could tell. And
Alrighty, so in watching that, is it just me, or did any of you also think, wow, they didn't have any of that stuff when I was in school? I went to Marshall back in 1985. It was great. It was fantastic, but we didn't have a lot of that stuff. But that's due to the times back then. That's the 80s, and this is 2020. Well, you know, Northside truly delivers on its mission of transforming the learning experience and its vision of every day in every classroom. Every student grows in confidence, capability, and curiosity. That's what we're doing tonight. We're raising money for that. For the past 25 years, NEF is proud to have partnered in that effort thanks to its supporters like you. Please continue to support us. You can support tonight. You can support us tonight. Text NEF. FAN to 71777. Every little bit counts there. I want to say thank you to our 25th anniversary sponsor, Pfluger Architects. And moving on next, we thought we would have a little bit of fun with you guys and play some NEF 25th anniversary trivia. Now remember, you have to use Meeting Pulse for this to play. So let's go ahead and play NEF 25th anniversary trivia. All righty, 25 years, that is a lot of history. By the way, did you get that answer correctly? Because I did not. Anyways, 25 years is a lot of history, and nobody knows history better than this former history teacher turned State Superintendent of the Year. Yes, State Superintendent of the Year is ours. Let's hear from the Northside Superintendent, Dr. Brian Woods.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2020 Northside Education Foundation Virtual Pillar Recognition and Gala. I'm thrilled to celebrate all that NEF does for Northside students and staff, and I couldn't resist dressing up just for the occasion. We're honoring our pillars of character tonight in this fun way, and over the past few days, NEF has hosted a virtual summit to ensure as many supporters could participate as possible from the comfort of their home or office. We are very fortunate in our school district and through the foundation to have business partners who recognize the importance of public education and specifically the work we do in Northside. Of all years, 2020 is NEF's 25th anniversary, but not even a global pandemic can stop the foundation from celebrating and working even harder. Over these past several months, they are one of many groups to creatively push past the uncertainty we face and offer their support of us in Northside ISD. They've done this by assisting with our meal and school supply distribution efforts and while continuing their mission to support our educators and students. For example, last spring, Foundation members weren't able to roam our campus halls to surprise teachers and staff with grant awards, as is their tradition. Instead, in early August, they found a way to deliver the awards to ensure those employees felt special, but in a safe way. Grant winners were visited outdoor their homes, offices, or campuses, and presented with a special gift by NEF board members, district leaders, community business partners, and even some of NEF's pillars of character. While much has changed about how we operate, our core mission and priorities in Northside have not. There is still so much to be proud of, so I want to give you a few highlights. In August, we opened our 80th elementary school, Dr. Caroline Warrenley Elementary. It honors a longtime NISD employee and a dedicated Museum Association volunteer. Dr. Warrenley actually hired me just a few years ago to Northside, and I am so happy that she is now a Northside school namesake. We also opened our first middle school magnet program, the Jones Magnet School, which is located at Jones Middle School and is focused on a STEM curriculum. Next year, we'll open Zachary Magnet School, which will focus on cybersecurity, information technology, and global communications. There are some exciting opportunities for our fifth graders coming very soon. You might also have heard that we just named our 12th comprehensive high school, which opens in 2022 off of Galm Road, after United States Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. The middle school students who will likely attend the school submitted nomination essays for the Board of Trustees to consider. Our most recent graduates in the class of 2020 earned 60,713 hours of college credit, the highest number ever, to take with them to their next level of education. They also earned, even in a pandemic, more than $160 million in scholarships. Those same high school students earned more than 4,700 industry-recognized certifications, that will prepare them for college and career. Through the start of the school year has been unlike any other. We have slowly welcomed students back into our buildings over the last few weeks, while continuing to provide virtual learning for those who prefer to stay home. I can't say enough about the tremendous work of our teachers and administrators. Truly tireless work. I could go on, but we're here to celebrate our pillars of character and NEF's anniversary. The Foundation's work is invaluable to NISD, and so are our pillars. I'm proud of each of these amazing Northside graduates. And now, I have the honor of introducing our next pillar of character. It's someone I know very well. This year, one of the pillars is a current NISD employee. In naming a pillar of learning, this is a special way to recognize NEF's 25th year of supporting our district, and it highlights the significance of continuous growth and improvement that we talk about and count on in Northside. This pillar of learning is a true product of Northside. Her career has been one of service, first as a teacher and campus administrator, and then in her current role of providing professional training and development as Northside's Executive Director of Teaching and Learning. She started her academic career at Shenandoah Elementary School, now known as Hausman Elementary, and moved on to Hobby Middle School before graduating from Marshall High School. She attributes the start of her confidence and professional training skills to her years as a high school cheerleader. She holds a bachelor's degree from Texas A&M University and a master's degree in education and mid-management from the University of Texas at San Antonio. Congratulations to Pillar of Learning, Diana Ely. Now we'll learn more about her in this video.
Currently, I am the Executive Director of Teaching and Learning. What I love about what I do is almost everything we do is about support, and support work is wonderful. It makes you feel so good. We really talk about that Northside is a family, and I strongly believe that. The connections, the relationships people have, it does feel like family, and I can't imagine being anyplace else, and I hear that time and time again. In Northside, we are family. When I think about high school, I think about Katsy Morris. She was my English teacher. And what I loved about her is she really let us into her life, and so we let her into ours. So you really felt like you had a relationship with her, and I love that. My senior year, Marie Maddox was instrumental. When I was in high school, I worked part-time, actually for Data Point in a business office. And Marie Maddox was my connection back in the school for all that to happen. And so she was instrumental in kind of launching me to be an adult. In high school, I was a cheerleader, and you had to try out in front of the whole school. And so that ability to stand up in front of a crowd, boy, has that helped me being a professional developer, because there are so many times that the room's pretty big, pretty crowded of people, and that doesn't scare me at all. Doesn't scare me a bit. It's my family. Has been. My friends, so many people that I went to school with, some of which that still work in the district, which is incredible to see all those people that I went to school with and were part of. Seeing kids that were my students or were students when I was administrator, and now they're leaders in this district, they're principals, and they have other roles and leadership roles. That's amazing to me. If you want to make the most out of your high school time, get involved, be involved in something. That core group that you're with, those will be your friends for a lifetime. The other thing is just enjoy the relationship piece. Build relationships with people, because so many people that I passed along the way didn't even think about that. People that were my teachers at the time, when I came back to the district, they were in all sorts of leadership roles, and they were people that I knew and that knew me as a student. It's amazing to represent learning when that's what this district is all about. It's amazing to represent people that graduated from Northside, because I'm telling you, there are fabulous people all over the district, much better than I am, that should have this honor. And so I'm honored. I'm flabbergasted, dumbstruck, I think is my word. I just, it's amazing.
We love the inspirational story. We love hearing about our Northside alum, a story from our Pillar of Learning. Congratulations once again to you, Miss Diana. All right, now, tonight, we're just doing things a little bit differently. 2020, go figure. We normally have a big, huge gala, but now we're just going to party in place, wherever that place might be. And we want to say thank you to the folks who are making our party in place possible. Try saying that 10 times fast. These are our sponsors of Party in Place. A great big thank you to Cleary Zimmerman Engineers. We sincerely appreciate you. And we also appreciate Next Gen Architects. Thank you for sponsoring our Party in Place. Couldn't do it without you, my friends. And lastly, our Gourmet in Place, because there's food involved in this, believe it or not. Our sponsor for that is Huckabee. So again, thank you so much for making this virtual gala, this virtual party, such a success and so much fun. Before we get going here, I'm going to deviate from the script a little bit. The Fund a Need, the fan, it's working. You're rising to the challenge. Thank you so much. We're almost at that goal there. Almost $900. Remember, we're trying to get $1,995. Remember, text NEF FAN to 71777. You'll then get a text back with a link, and you can donate. Every little bit counts. Please help us. It's for the students, it's for the teachers, it's for enriching your community. All right, so we're partying in a place tonight, and that place is probably your place, on your couch, in your living room, in your kitchen, wherever. If you order tonight's Party in Place package, you're going to join me in digging in. There's food down here. There's food down here. Oh yeah, look at this. We're going to dig into this delicious food here. We're going to watch a video, and we're going to enjoy our meal from Flavorly. That's what we're going to do here. I cannot wait. I've been smelling this all night long here. So remember, as you party in place tonight safely with your food and your food from Flavorly, make sure you use Meeting Pulse to post your fun pictures, and we will be back in just a moment. So time to dig in, watch the video, and bon appetit.
I'm gonna take a nap because I'm bored. Too many days in quarantine. All my snacks are school and basic toiletries, and I blame it on COVID-19. Stuck at home, stuck at home. My schools and restaurants are closed. Isolation is a bore. Social distance is a chore. This virus needs to leave us alone.
Done.
The club is the best place to find the lovers, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, tripping fast and then we talk slow. Come over and start up a conversation with just me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance.
This is so flavorful. How'd you make it?
It's one of my many skills I picked up in Argentina. The secret is the olive oil to parsley ratio with the scotch.
Ooh, I am stuffed. I'm definitely gonna have to take some home.
Chef F, she loves it.
Fantastico! I knew she would. Did you tell her about the olive oil to parsley ratio, the skosh of red pepper flake?
I need another one.
Really? Okay, give me 3.5 minutes. I got you, buddy.
Yes.
Flavorly, spreading joy through our passion for globally inspired flavors.
I just love that. that was pretty cool. I liked it. Thank you very much to the Northside Fine Arts students and staff for your creativity and ingenuity. So our next pillar of character knows all about ingenuity and being a pillar. I'm honored to introduce her as our pillar of trustworthiness, Jasmine Dean. During a school conference meeting 2 years ago, Jasmine learned that one of her sons was dyslexic. Unsure of where to find more information, she did her own research. The result was the formation of Celebrate Dyslexia, a local nonprofit that raises awareness about dyslexia and serves as a resource for parents and schools. Now, as co-founder and executive director, Jasmine's life mission is to dispel myths about the condition and provide facts and help for parents facing the same diagnosis. She's the pillar of trustworthiness. Let's meet Jasmine Dean.
I am the executive director and co-founder for Celebrate Dyslexia. I ended up here because a little over 3 years ago, we heard dyslexia for the first time and didn't know where to go, where to get information. It was just important to us to not only find the information, but once we found it, offer it back to our community and provide a positive narrative around dyslexia. Northside connected me to my community. It gave me roots. My husband was in the military. So when he was getting out, he said, "Where do you want to go?" It was San Antonio, San Antonio, and San Antonio were my top 3 choices. So we came back, and it was even more exciting when I realized that my kids can also graduate from Northside schools like I did. And it really connected me to San Antonio and made me feel like I was from here. So I have a very distinct memory of waking up early for marching band practice and that hot, humid air hitting my face, but feeling like I had purpose. And even till now, when we go on walks or whatever and that hot air hits my face, it just takes me back to practicing for marching band. It started broadening my perspective, realizing how many different types of people there were and what their backgrounds were coming to the table. So I think it was my first experience really meeting more people that came from all kinds of different places and had all kinds of different experiences. Every summer would have different experiences. And so it started this journey for me of my curiosity of getting to know people and relating to them. Well, now that my kids are here, it definitely means opportunity. Before, it meant part of home and part of my roots, but now it means opportunity. And it really encompasses a lot of hopes and dreams that I have for my own children and possibilities that they have for their future. The advice I would give to my high school self is enjoy the journey. Don't be in a rush, and really maximize every opportunity in front of you to get to know the world, to get to know other people. That's what I would tell my high school self.
And that's got to make you very proud that she came from the Northside Independent School District. Congratulations, Jasmine. Thank you so much for what you do for the community. Remember, text NEF FAN to 71777. We need those funds to come in, help fund a need. The need is for you to help us out here, be a part of our community. Remember, silent auction items are up for bid, as well as the live auction. Just a few more minutes here. Now, it is time to play some more anniversary trivia. 25 years of NEF. Please use Meeting Pulse to play this trivia. Let's do it. Who to know? All right, our next speaker, I'm sure, could answer any of these NEF trivia questions, probably get 100% correct, and probably do it in her sleep. Why? Because she's one of the founders of NEF. Let's hear from Northside trustee, Katie Reed.
Good evening. I am thrilled to join you all tonight to bring you greetings on behalf of the Northside Board of Trustees. I wish we could all be together, but I know we are together in spirit and united in our support for the Northside Education Foundation. We are a board of 7 elected trustees, but we are a team of 8, including our superintendent, Dr. Brian Woods. We all have a connection to Northside at a personal level also. We all have children or grandchildren who either graduated or are currently enrolled in the district. Like our pillars of character, some of us are proud alumni also. I'd like to introduce my fellow trustees who all send their thanks to the foundation and offer congratulations to the newest pillars of character. Our board president, Dr. Carol Harrell. Vice President, Karen Freeman. Secretary, Joseph Medina. And trustees, Gerald Lopez, Bobby Blunt, and Melissa Chumbley. Since we are celebrating our foundation's 25th anniversary, I would like to share some history from 1994. I was on the board at that time, and I read in the newspaper one morning about a neighboring district having a banquet for their foundation. At the next board meeting, I asked why we did not have a foundation. After some discussion with the other board members and our superintendent, we all agreed that we thought it would be a good thing to look into. At that time, Jack Jordan was our superintendent, and Bonnie Ellison was in charge of public relations. Jack volunteered that he and Bonnie would investigate the possibilities. Within a few months, they brought the working plan to the board, and we wholeheartedly approved it. One of the unique things about our plan for the foundation was where the money would go. Our teachers and students would be the beneficiaries. Teachers would apply for grants for classroom projects that would benefit our students. Our staff had researched well, and now other districts have followed our lead. We are so grateful to the Northside Education Foundation for their support and how they encourage innovation in Northside. I've been so impressed with the foundation's flexibility, creativity, and perseverance these last few months. Finally, I want to wish the foundation a happy 25th anniversary. From the first steps to the next giant leap, I know we'll push past uncertainty together. Thank you so much for your support tonight and beyond.
Yes, that is one of the founders of the Northside Education Foundation, Ms. Katie Reed. Thank you, Ms. Katie, so much. As she said, the goal of the foundation then and now is to support teachers. So it's time to support our teachers, San Antonio, and raise some more money for them. A very special Northside VIP is going to help with spotlighting our live auction. So please get to the bidding site for these next couple of minutes. You won't regret it. Now, for decades, Joey Tomlinson has supported NEF by being our auctioneer. After 30 years of teaching in Northside and his many community contributions, an elementary school has been named after him, and it opens in the fall. So congratulations to you, sir. Let's show some love for the Northside educators. Raise your glass and get your bidding link up and going. And Joey, let's get this live auction going, man.
Thank you, Chuck. Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to this year's Pillars of Character and happy 25th anniversary, NEF. Can you believe it's been 25 years? I think I've been with you for the last 24, and I sure look forward to when we can get together again next year. But in the meantime, I'll see you virtually. Now we're going to go to the first item. 3 lucky people have the chance to zoom out for a day and have a nice change of scenery at the beautiful Golf Club of Texas. Gracing them with his presence is the one and only NISD Executive Director of Construction and Engineering, Mr. Jacob Villarreal. This power pack of 4 people will get practice time and enjoy lunch at the course. I'm all for getting out to play for the day. I know some of you golfers are too, so let's get to the bidding. Well, we're going to start off at $1,000. $1,000 bid now, $1,000 bid now where? $1,000 now, what do you want to do? $1,000 bid now, $1,000 bid now, what do you want to do? Oh, come on now. We're talking 4 people for the day and food, $1,000. And guess what? We're going to include carts with that. Well, are you hungry? If you want to feed a group of 50 people, and it has to be barbecue, of course, then with all the fixings, then this next item is for you. Cleary Zimmerman Engineers wants to treat your group to their award-winning barbecue. By the way, if you only know 49 people and you need one more, I am available. Their champion barbecue team pulls out all the stops, including inviting a special guest, Dr. Brian Woods. This event will be organized with COVID-19 health and safety in mind, of course. The cure for your Texas-sized barbecue obsession is to eat some and enjoy it with friends. Remember, Dr. Woods will be there. Get ready to order it up and have a big time. Let's bid on the barbecue package. Now, $2,500 bid, $2,500 bid, are you ready? Now remember, 50 people plus Dr. Woods. Now, $2,500 bid, are you ready to go? Now, item number 3. Maybe you want to talk with a former teacher, a former assistant principal, maybe a vice principal or a principal, and now the superintendent of the NISD. Because I have to tell you, I work with Brian and all those capabilities. So you have a chance to have lunch and talk shop with the Texas State Superintendent of the Year. We know that fellow Dr. Brian Woods, who I've mentioned that I worked for so long. That's right. You and him will have lunch where else? La Cantera at Perry's Steakhouse at the Rim at La Cantera. And talk chop. And that's eat over a good meal and talk about what's Northside doing at the present time. Your organization will be able to visit and talk with Dr. Woods about what you're doing. Well, folks, it's time to start the bidding because time is money and talk ain't cheap. So you want to bid on this item if you know what I mean. Now, $1,000 bid nowhere. Oh, now while we're talking, what else or what other opportunity do you have to have rare networking opportunity in such a done way? Remember Dr. Brian Woods, $1,000 bid now at Perry's. $1,000 bid now, $1,000 bid now, $1,000 bid now, what you want to do? $1,000, oh, come on now, $1,000. Item number 4. I was an agriculture teacher in Northside for 33 years, so I know a little something about fun at the rodeo. Guess what? 4 lucky guests tonight, if the bid is right, will get to go with Dr. Brian and Meredith Woods and Gary and Maria Antonetta Joris at the 2021 San Antonio Stock Show and Rodeo for dinner and some VIP seating. I mean to tell you what's even better, you get free parking. This is a special event, especially this time of year, and the rodeo is just about 3 months away. And my bid, $1,000. $1,000 bid now, $1,000 bid now where? $1,000. Oh, the rodeo, that's a lot of fun right there, $1,000. Well, we've sold a lot of items, whatever, and we appreciate all the donors so far and auction sponsors. But let me tell you about this next one. Are you ready to get away? I know that you are. And this item is your chance for a staycation or maybe to travel yonder. If you have the need to wander, which most of us do having been locked in our homes, you must explore this item. Imagine this, traveling through the great outdoors with a one-night RV rental from American Dream Vacations. It's been easy to prepare because you get a bundle of road trips and outdoor fun essentials. Now, if you're ready to start cooking that great meal, you also get a fully loaded barbecue grill master gift basket. Not all who wander are lost, so don't lose out on this fun road trip. And once again, I'm available to go with you. Now, $500, and I started off really low right there. $500 bid now, $500 bid now, $500 bid now, what you want to do. I hope all of you that bid tonight understand what all the money is going for. The NISD Gala, which supports teachers and students throughout the district. It is so great, and they had wonderful prizes. Have a great rest of the evening. Back to you, Chuck, and hope to see you in person next year.
Mr. Joe, he's always so much fun. That's my buddy. All right, keep your bidding going on for the live and silent auctions. We'll be closing them up soon within a half an hour. And of course, make sure you use Meeting Pulse to share your fun photos of the night. It is a fun night. Now we continue to have fun and get to meet our pillar of citizenship. After various adventuresome jobs that took her across the country and to Europe as well, she returned to the United States to raise her daughters, at Northside. Julia Murphy is now the Deputy Chief Sustainability Officer for the City of San Antonio. Her team works to advance energy efficiency, clean transportation, air quality, and natural resource conservation in our fantastic city. She is passionate about protecting and enhancing urban biodiversity and volunteers with various environmental organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet Julia Murphy.
I'm Julia Murphy. I'm the Deputy Chief Sustainability Officer. I work for the City of San Antonio in our Sustainability Office. And our mission is to really make the quality of life for San Antonio residents better. Going to Clark High School was such a fun experience. I was reminded of that as I was looking back through pictures. And it was just a really great time of personal exploration, trying things out, joining the French Club, joining the American Field Service, being in the marching band. So I have friends that I made at Clark still to this day. It was just a wonderful time in my life. What Clark gave me was a real sense of being able to learn. And I consider myself a lifelong learner. As I mentioned earlier, it was a time of exploration, and there's so many things that I would still like to learn about, and therefore I've gone back to school a couple of times and gotten different degrees, and all because I think something that happened to me at Clark, it ignited a sense of wanting to know as much as I possibly could about the world. Well, Northside's a big part of my life, not only because I was educated in the system, but also because I have my two daughters graduated from the Northside schools. And so it was really fun for me a number of years ago to go back into the classrooms and the schools and the campuses where I had been and see it through my daughter's eyes. And so they are adults out in the world now, and they're both successful, as their mother would say, but I'm so proud of them, and I really credit the education that they got at Northside Independent School District. I would tell my high school self that your life is going to present some unexpected twists and turns, things you didn't plan on. But it's important to embrace those as new opportunities and try to maintain a sense of curiosity. My path has not been straight, but it's led me to some incredible experiences that I wouldn't have dreamed of in the first place. And so I think it's important to remember that life is a journey.
That was a great story, but my favorite photo, the one with her and the alpaca. Congratulations, Julia. All right, let's keep it going and meet our next pillar, who is Dr. Erica Gonzalez. She's our pillar of responsibility. Now, looking back at her time at Northside, Dr. Gonzalez has no regrets. She is filled with gratitude for the academic rigor of Health Careers High School that set her on her current path to success. She is the CEO and president of both the South Texas Allergy and Asthma Medical Professionals, or STAMP, and STAMP Clinical Research. Dr. Gonzalez is also chairwoman of the San Antonio Hispanic Chamber of Commerce and recently started Con Corazon San Antonio, a local nonprofit. You're going to love this story. Please meet Dr. Erica Gonzalez.
I am currently an asthma, allergy, and immunology specialist. Initially, I was trained in pediatrics, so I did my residency in pediatrics and then specialized in this field, so now I see both adults and pediatrics. And I knew from a very, very early age, 7th grade, that I wanted to be a physician, which is why I went to the high school that I went to. And then, so after that, did my undergrad and ended up at medical school under an Air Force scholarship. So I did all my training in the Air Force, which was a great experience for me. Came back home and opened up my private practice, and just, time seems to fly by, so that's how I'm here today. It was special because people really cared about each other, and I think that that was evident in the staff and the teachers. They were really vested in the students, and so they knew you by name. It didn't matter whether or not you had them in a class. They knew you by name, and they knew what you were interested in and what different clubs that you were involved in, and so it really made it feel like you were surrounded by people that cared about you and your future and where you were going. When I think about Northside, the whole district, there's so many wonderful people that have gone through the schools that have done such great things, and so for them to think, that I am a good representative with pillar of responsibility is quite the honor. And I think that it touches a special place in my heart because coming from a military background, service is we consider it our responsibility, right? It's our responsibility to give back to the community and to make sure that we're doing our part as far as civic duty. And so I strive to do that even after I got out of the military, to find ways to continue to be able to give back to the community because I saw that as my social responsibility. I enjoyed academics, and so maybe know that it was okay to take time to maybe do a little bit of other stuff, but I can't really go back and have any regrets. I mean, it really formed me into the person that I was. And so I think that just trusting and being confident in who you are is probably what I would have told myself. Like, you don't have to prove anything to anybody. Be comfortable in your own skin, be comfortable in being who you are, and just, everything else will fall into place. And so if I could go back and tell myself that, that probably would have been, one of the best things I could have heard at that age.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Gonzalez. Well done, and congratulations on a fantastic career and fantastic life. All righty, just a quick reminder, text NEF, FAN to 71777. We need those money coming on in. This is all about the students, helping the students. All right, tonight we are recognizing incredible individuals, but it doesn't stop there. Giving our challenging experiences this year, we have reason to be proud of how we have come together to support the community in this year. 2020. It's in times like these that we are more powerful when we empower each other. Now, I know the students and staff you're about to watch perform a song tonight, they know all about this. This song is called Together We Can Change the World. And it's true. And that's what we're trying to do tonight by raising funds. You're going to enjoy this next performance, but don't forget to keep sharing your photos and bidding on the auction items and help us with the fund to need. Remember, your donations can change the world for the students you'll see after this next performance as she introduces our pillar of fairness. Get a little closer to your loved ones, because this is one of those feel-good stories. You're going to enjoy this. Watch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world. Lay the puzzle pieces out. Find out what it's all about. Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Still past where it's been charted. While your seeds of let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. With our hands and with our hearts, we can dare to make a start. Together we can change the world. What if we spoke with one voice, knowing that we have a choice? Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Still past where it's been charted. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. Change your mind and change your life. Set aside the fear and strife. Together we can change the world. When we open up our eyes and we start to realize, together we can change the world. Oh, change our mind. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Still past where it's been charted. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Still past where it's been charted. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world.
I'm Ava Cardi-Salas. I'm in 3rd grade and I go to John Hoffman Elementary School. My favorite subject is writing because I get to write my own fictional stories and I can tell stories that I've experienced and that I can write science stories, and I recently wrote a story called Alien Invasion. I've learned about the pillars of character, that they once graduated from Northside schools and that they helped communities, and as they grew up they try to be good role models for kids. That's really important because kids need to know to be nice to one another, and kids need to treat kids the way they would like to be treated, and that the kids are treated right. I love art and fantasy fiction, so I'm so happy to introduce our pillar of fairness. John Boccaccio went to Villarreal Elementary School, Sul Ross and Pat Neff Middle Schools. He graduated from Holmes High School. He has a degree in architecture from the University of Texas at Austin. He has won lots of awards for his work as a cover illustrator for science fiction and fantasy books. He was even the guest of honor for Worldcon, a big event done every year by the World Science Fiction Society. He was the youngest person and only Hispanic in the group's 80-year history to do this. Because of this, John was able to start a movement to have more Mexicans and Mexican Americans participate. This is what he's most proud of, and to me, why he's meant to be a pillar of fairness. Congratulations, John. Now let's watch his video. Bye-bye.
What I do for a living is I'm an illustrator. I draw things that help communicate stories and narratives to the world. And so book publishers and product makers hire me to create art to help sell their stuff. The friends that you make, along the way and having those relationships. I've got a few of those relationships still in my life. There's certain teachers too, I think, that stick with you. I can remember 7th grade at Saul Ross, there was a teacher named Miss Garza who was like the teacher that everybody feared. She took a shine to me and a few others and pushed me very early to believe in myself, maybe a little earlier than I would have. There were certain people that I came up with. I can remember Derek Murray, Fernando Ramirez, Tommy Kostelski, Leslie Shepard. There was a group of us that stuck around each other and pushed each other. And it wasn't like we were encouraging so much as just you saw how they were doing and you wanted to do as well as, you wanted to keep up. That's the same thing now. I'm always gravitating toward other creatives in publishing, other artists, other authors, other editors who are pushing the limit. And you want to be around those people. You want to be one of those people. Best advice I could give to my high school self is believe. I think I was influenced by what others wanted me to be, and I think I had a pretty clear vision already of what I wanted to be. Believe in yourself, and if you have a vision for yourself, pursue it with vigor. Northside means roots. It's where I was kind of made. I started off my first 3 years at a school called Keystone, but I transitioned into Northside by 4th grade. And I think it was because my parents wanted me to have a little more of a better grounding in social structure. It was a more diverse experience at Northside from the go. And you had just a whole different set of socioeconomic strata that you got to be immersed in, and that was good for me. I needed to be around that. Yeah, so the Mexicanics Initiative is something that's very important. In 2018, I got asked to be the artist guest of honor at something called the World Science Fiction Convention. And when I looked at it, I said, well, one, I'm one of the youngest to ever get this honor, but also I'm the first Latinx to ever get this recognition in 76 years of this thing existing. It bothered me that I would be the first because I didn't see a whole trail of people coming after me who would be next. It's great if you're the first, but who cares if you're the last? I wanted to maybe bring a couple of people over to Worldcon on my dime who are of Mexican-American or Latinx extraction. Well, it started to get not only encouragement, but some pushback, some racist pushback, not from Worldcon, but from the outside world. So I got competitive, as I usually am competitive, and said, okay, well, I'm gonna bring 50 people. And it's a movement that has had ripples that are rising and rising and rising to this day. Mexicanics Initiative it's here, and it's here to stay.
What a super cool jam John has. Congratulations, sir. Congratulations. Well done. All righty, my friend. It is now time. We are going to close both the silent and the live auctions. Zip it up. Stick a fork in it. They are done. Now, you need to check the bidding site to see if you're the lucky winner and for instructions on how to get your items. All right. Thank you to our auction sponsors and to all of you who bid and to the winners for helping us raise more funds so that NEF can support educators who support our children. All righty, we've got one more pillar to go, our last pillar to meet, and then a special anniversary celebration every one of you can be a part of. Now, in your party in place packages, get out your noisemakers and the hand clappers and the. Now, and if you don't have one of those packages, that's okay. Just grab anything around you that's going to make noise because we're about to celebrate right here. Before we enjoy this uplifting anniversary moment, let's meet the final pillar. Our pillar of respect is Dr. Alicia Wooten. At the age of 3, Dr. Wooten was diagnosed as hard of hearing with progressive hearing loss. As a student at Carlos Kuhn Elementary School, she got by with lip reading, but she always felt that something was missing. In middle school, she attended a summer camp for the deaf and learned American Sign Language and found the missing piece of her puzzle. Dr. Wooten credits Northside for helping shape her into the successful professional scientist and advocate that she is today. This is a great story. Let's learn a little bit more about Dr. Alicia Wooten. And I think Dr. Wooten said it best. Northside is home, and there is just no place like home. Thank you, Dr. Wooten, and congratulations. And I also want to say thank you to my two new friends right here. Speaking of sign language, our two interpreters that are here just off to the side providing a service to our community, our hearing impaired community. Thank you so much to Amanda and Katie. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. I think that's how you do it. I don't know. Anyways, all right. And of course, thank you to everyone who has donated tonight. Tonight has been a good night, and I'm really excited about this. You make it possible. You make it possible for this mission to continue and to launch the district to places yet to be seen and charting the future pillars of character. So thank you very, very much. Now, before we start our anniversary celebration, get ready. It's now time to see how we did tonight. Let's look at it. $1,100 raised. Gotta love it, gotta love it. We did it, we did it. You did it. Thank you so very much. Thank you for supporting the Northside Education Foundation. Tonight has been indeed a fantastic success, and it's because of you. You did it. So thank you very much. I think that's how you say it. Anyways, many thanks to all of our sponsors, our donors, and to you at home. Our gala looked just a little bit different. We partied in place. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time. Thank you so much for tuning in. But the time has come for us to get loud and to celebrate this. Grab that congratulatory, refreshing adult beverage. You ain't driving anywhere. You're home. So grab one. Have another one right there. Start making some noise. Grab your drinks and cheers to Northside's 25th anniversary. Ooh, who made this drink? It's kind of strong. My name is Chuck Careau, and it has been an honor, my incredible honor to be here with you. Before we go, we've got another video for you. So get close to those who are around you, those who mean something to you, because this is one of those feel-good moments. We're going to honor the past as we launch into the future. This video actually includes some people that you may recognize over the years, and some of you may recognize as future pillars. For now, capturing wishes for success at a location like none other in our city. So thank you so much. Good night. God bless. And yeah, go Northside.
Happy birthday, NEF! Here's to even more years of future success in Northside.
Because of you, I am able to help students capture their dreams.
Because of you, I know that the sky is not the limit for me.